start using PayPal?
Yeah, PayPal, although you
Not
have to be
everybody
careful.
will take it, but if they will.
Yeah, I mean, it does help a little bit. I do have a PayPal account, but they can also, if they get your password, then they can get all your money out of your PayPal account. So you have to be careful. We'll talk about passwords a little bit, but yeah, it does help. I mean, you can get, was it LifeLock or those different things that,
Well, at least if with
Protect
PayPal,
you.
if you buy something and you didn't get it, they don't release that money until you tell them you received what you got. So it's an
Okay.
extra piece of security.
you know, that's good to know. Yeah, it just depends. Not all companies will take PayPal.
Yeah, right.
But a lot of, I just don't give out, I mean, you just don't give your credit card information out, but, you know, it just, sometimes you know, you want to buy stuff online, is it safe? Well, I've been doing it for years, and I had those few issues, but I have a feeling it probably, I mean, think about when you go to a place to eat, I mean, you're giving them your credit card information, you probably have more chance to get somebody just to copy it down or take an extra slip there than you do online. I'm not sure how I asked them how I got caught like a couple of times, like my thing in Australia and my one in Britain. Not sure they you know, they don't give you any indication of how it happened, but the one in Great Britain it was only like $6. They were trying to buy a T-shirt, and of course they were trying to buy something bigger, and then of course the gold was a big one, but they were too stupid. They should have bought something small. Maybe I wouldn't have looked on Thanksgiving Day, but the people were alerted, the actual trade commission in Australia, because they realized that, you know, somebody's buying gold, and this is Thanksgiving, it's a holiday, and it's all the way to St. Louis, Missouri, so they were smart enough to call. So, are you calling yourself? I haven't heard of this one. It says scammers can make a call look like it's coming from anywhere. The latest trick puts your number in the caller ID, so you see your number come up on your own phone, which piques your interest and gets you to click to pick up the phone and return the call. And then you're snagged. They snag you into whatever the scam they're trying to do. So, have you seen that one?
Well, that happened to me, but it happened like about 2 days after I converted to Uverse, so I just assumed it was a computer glitch of some kind.
Yeah.
I don't think I picked it up, and they didn't leave a message.
Well, if you take your smartphone and you change your phone number to, let's say,
This was my regular
Yeah.
phone at home.
let's say I took your phone and I put my phone number in your phone. You know, I stole your phone and I got a hold of it and I put my phone number in. So now I call and it looks like it's coming from you. It's got your caller ID is you. So, and then I got your address list there, so I go through it and call. So it's crazy, but yeah. So I don't know how they do it. If they have other ways of they use some software that makes it look like it's coming from, you know, the call's coming from your phone or from your number when it's not.
In fact, I got one the other day, and it had like, I think like about a 14-digit phone number in it. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's odd, it probably.
I mean, I know
It's
it's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
I answer my phone about 5% of the time that it rings.
Tech support scam, and this is the one like Microsoft, Norton, Apple. They say there's a problem with your computer, and they say if you give me tech support access to your hard drive, they can fix it. So, of course, they want to get in to see if they got any information in there, and you know, they might say, well, you have a virus. Here's some software. It's only $79 to fix it, and you give your credit card information, and you know they're obviously after your credit card numbers. Now they have it. Arrest scam. You receive an ominous phone call from someone claiming to be a police officer or a government agent, often the IRS in the United States or the CRA in Canada. They are coming to arrest you for overdue taxes or skipping out of jury duty. You can avoid it by sending them money. Blah blah blah. So again, they're trying to threaten you and force you to do something, and you get scared, and maybe once in a while it's like, well, I did have jury duty about 6 months ago, and I didn't go, or I got out of it, and you start thinking, well, maybe it is something legitimate. So that's apparently number one. Okay, go ahead, Ron. Okay, secure passwords. I want to talk a little bit about this, and I want to get into the ransomware stuff. What is a secure password that I can still remember? The problem is people always tell me, well, it's like, I really, I don't want to change my password all the time. I just want to use my dog's name. I want to use my birth date. AAA 111. It's like, no. There's actually a list of passwords out there you can just search for in Google, the top 100 passwords that people use. And unfortunately, some of ours may be on that list. So you have to use a few things. Here's some suggestions that I have for you. So a way you can remember it, but a way that's still not easy to crack. Okay, don't use common words found in the dictionary, okay? If you do, add some stuff to it. Add some capitals to it, add some special characters, like the ones above your numbers of your keyboard. You know, the dollar sign, the at sign, the parentheses sign. Use different ones like that. Okay, use an acronym. Like, you know, in music, every good boy does fine. You know, it's like it's the letters of the strings on a guitar. Like Gone with the Wind. Use your favorite book. My brother had a book. It was real long. It had like 7, 8 words in it. He used the first letter of every, and maybe capitalize it. So you could do like GW, TW. You know, and maybe your old phone number or your old address or something, or just a number you can remember. And you can use that number all the time and then put something else with it, an exclamation point or a dollar sign or something, and use some capitals, so here's some examples. Use common identifiers in a key phrase. So this looks very difficult, but if I'm used to using every good boy does fine, my EGBDF, and I'm trying to get a password set up for a Yahoo email, I just use that and I capitalize the Yahoo, and I always put a 7 and a dollar sign. So I come along to Gmail, and I have every good boy does fine. Capitalize Gmail, same thing. I use the 7 and a dollar sign. So the commonalities are I'm always using that, and I just change that. So if it's PayPal, it'd be EGBDF, capital P for PayPal, $7 sign. A little bit harder to crack, but it's easy enough to remember. Yes?
I've changed mine a number of times. This is getting onto the computer, right? Okay, they still get in.
Well, this is yeah. It could be your could be your computer password, but I was thinking more of your email or your online banking, that kind of stuff. Those kind of passwords.
Well, the scammers get into my email, even though I changed my main thing to get into the computer. So how can they do that? I mean, only a day later, 2 days later, here's all these lists again of the scam. I guess it's scam. You know, you have sent on the left side. I have Windows 7, and I can't keep those guys out. I have to keep going in and erase all of them. I guess they call it scam.
But once they get your emails, once they get your password, you need to change them all. Did you do that?
I didn't change the email, because then I got to call all my friends or send a thing to them.
Yeah, I have a slide for that. It's called inconvenience. It's really a bummer, but it's called. It's kind of like it's like you have a purse and you put your keys in there, and your purse is. You got to go home and change your locks. It's going to cost you $200, but it's they have everything now. They have your
The
keys.
person needs to change the email too instead of.
Yeah, no, you don't need to change your email address, but you need to change your password to your email. In other words, what email do you use? Yahoo? Gmail?
Yeah.
So you go into your Yahoo email and you go in and log in with your regular password and go in and change it to something else. You look confused.
I am.
You gotta go into your email account and your Yahoo email, sign in with your name and your regular password, and then there's a place there that says settings where you can change your password. Talk to one of us after.
Okay, that's in the front control panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's different for each email. It's a little different. It might not be settings, it might be properties. We'd have to pull it up to see exactly where it's at. One of you guys may know. Anyway, so does that make sense? I mean, this looks very complicated and long, but it's very simple. One of the things Dan said that I don't agree with, he says, don't write down your passwords. Well, I don't agree with that. I think you should write them down. I wouldn't carry them in my wallet, but I write them in a book and I keep them on my desk. I guess somebody, I got bigger problems if they broke into my house and they're looking for that. I don't think they're going to be looking for papers. It's not like it's, passwords, a big thing sitting on my, taped to my